Do you know, sometimes you just go up and you hope you can find something. Let's take a chance. Well, that's disappointing. But what if there was something? Hell yeah. So what this is a hidden staircase in the staircase. So it's just a simple 2x2 bit of stairs that folds down. Cool thing about this design, let's get rid of that floor and put in some stairs. And we can see we can actually keep a staircase going down infinitely, and we still got our door hidden inside it. All we need to do is have a lever somewhere to turn it on, or make something a bit more hidden. So you could do throwing an item in a hopper, you could do destroying a block to set off an observer, just to get your hidden room from your staircase. And one of the things is, this is pretty much entirely under the floor, so we can also just have room on the other side. And the only compromise we have to make on this design is this bit is wall. And that's just to cover up some redstone, so you could just leave it blank if you wanted. You can't walk here anyway. So, you know, it's just kind of an aesthetic thing. But there you go. Apart from that bit, you can walk in all of this space and go as far as you want to the sides and to the back. But what does the redstone look like if we just fly around? Then our redstone is pretty tiny. There might be ways to make this even smaller, sort of chop a block off the sides or something, or maybe off the back. And I think you could probably get this redstone below the floor as well if you really tried. But I think this is a good compromise of being easy to build, so not that much slime. The only annoying thing is observers, because you have to get quartz from the nether, and also these target blocks you have to get wool. If you don't care about the aesthetic as much, you could actually swap these target blocks at the top for a slab with redstone, like that. And that would save you some resources, but it does mean you can see it through here, so that's not that nice. So your input is just at the front, and we've just got double extenders for the back bit. So that looks like that, and then a single piston for the front bit. So how do we build it? Well, in terms of resources, we're going to need 8 redstone dust, 8 redstone repeaters, 2 target blocks, 4 observers, and 6 sticky pistons. In terms of space, you're going to need this 6x3 area, and then you've got 4 blocks of height, and that's including the floor. So the floor this goes down into is at the 4th block up, kind of thing. And our stairs are above that, so in the middle we'd have these stairs and then the ones behind them, 1 block higher. And these are the stairs that fold down into the floor. So we just go to the sides like this, and you don't have to do this, obviously you can have a wall here or whatever you want. Just for this design, the point was you can just have stairs going across the entire way. So we'll destroy our blocks underneath for now, just while we're working on it. And firstly, under the front 2 stairs in the middle, we're going to do 2 blocks down, then another block, and pistons aiming upwards with a gap, because they pull the stairs down to there. Then we go behind these pistons, and we do pistons underneath, and then another set of pistons like that, to pull the second set of stairs down 2 blocks. So if we go to the front, we'll just build one side, and then you just copy it on the other side. So we do a block with redstone, block with a repeater on its default setting, that goes into a block with redstone on top, and then we just have a target block to the side, so that it aims at this piston and powers it, and this also powers the bottom piston of the back ones. Next, when the next piston gets pushed up to here, we're going to have to power it, so we do that by putting a target block next to it, and then another block with redstone. Then if we go to the bottom, we do a block with more redstone that gets powered by this repeater, and then we delay the bottom piston so they'll pull the top ones back down by putting a repeater and putting that one from the full delay. So 3 ticks of delay. Finally, we go 1 block up at the back. We actually do a repeater aiming backwards into nothing on 3 ticks of delay again. And then we do an observer coming out of that. So here, aiming into a block to power this piston to pull the stairs down from here to there. So then we just copy that on the other side. So block, redstone, block with repeater into a block with more redstone, target block here, target block there, block next to it with some redstone, block below with some redstone, block with a repeater on 3 ticks, and then 1 block up, repeater aiming to the back on 3 ticks, and the observer coming out of that into the back piston. Actually, I've just realised you can skip this completely. So we can just put a slab with a redstone dust, and that will get powered by this observer, which will power that piston. So you can actually skip that repeater and observer for just a redstone dust and a slab. Making improvements as you go along. Easy peasy. And now we should be done. So if we pull our lever on the input, so if we look at the back pistons, they've gone up 2 blocks. And then if we turn it off, that should all go back down. Yep. And again, you can either have a floor here if you want, or you can do just stairs going down. It still works, so you can have it hidden within a staircase more stealthily, like that. But what if you want to power it with a button? So for this, you'll need 2 droppers, a hopper, a redstone comparator, and a random item to put in the droppers. So what we do is, we go to our input. I'll just do this to the side, so I'll take some redstone going to the side so I could hide it under the staircase still. And then we'll do a block with a repeater. Then we go 2 blocks back, do a hopper aiming into that block, then destroy it and do a dropper aiming up, dropper aiming across, and a comparator aiming at that repeater on top of the hopper. And then we just put a random item in this top dropper. Now, if we power these droppers with a repeater into the top one and use a button, then every time we do it, the item will switch which dropper it's in. So it'll switch between powering this comparator, which detects an item in there, and not powering it. But obviously, if you get some redstone and do a button somewhere, it's a bit obvious there's something going up. So how can we hide it even more? Well, if we put a hopper underneath a stair, and then throw an item on this lower bit of the stair, it will actually go into the hopper. And we can detect that with a comparator, like this. So that means we can take the signal from that and make it go into our redstone. So this wouldn't be hidden under our staircase, but you could hide it a bit more stealthily. Now if I throw an item in here, and we also need to add a repeater because the signal isn't very strong from that, and we'll just add a slab above the dropper to stop it getting powered at the wrong time. There we go. So now if our item's in here, it will set off the contraption. And now we just need a way to get rid of the item from the hopper. So what we'll do is we'll do a dropper underneath, and then we'll just make this comparator power a block with a redstone underneath, like this, and that should power the dropper and chuck our item away. And if you really want to get rid of it for good, we can just make it go into some lava. So we'll just place lava here and then cover up it from the side so it won't flow out. And now if we throw an item in here, it should go into the dropper. So as we can see, there'll just be 1 item left over, and next time you chuck something in, that'll get chucked into the lava. So we just also have to get another bit from the comparator with a repeater and connect it up to our redstone line, powering the repeater and the top dropper. Oh yeah, we disconnected our redstone here. Oops. There we go. I'm a professional. I can throw things in hoppers, I promise. And now if we throw an item in our hopper that's hidden under the stairs, it will switch between being open and shut. So again, you just do a hopper with comparator powering redstone, which powers the block, and dropper, which will throw the items into lava, so you don't just get a build-up of items. You could also make them go into a chest from the hopper, so you could collect them afterwards. And then you just power this dropper and hopper thing with a repeater from a comparator, and that'll turn it on and off in a really hidden way. Okay, hope you enjoyed. I've been Idendide, and I'll see you in the next one. Adios.